No. Yes, girls, you can just sit right here. All right, so basically all you're going to do is sit right here, and then we find coordinates the double floor and so, I can take a scoreboard from you for how I usually do it. Can, or I can even bring it down to you. Yeah, is that okay? Yep. Yep.
Hannah, you're in charge? Oh boy.
She's in charge of the score.
Charge of the score.
At education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. By accepting your ticket into this event, you are accepting the responsibility of wearing a mask and to socially distance yourselves. If there is non-compliance, allowing spectators at these events will be discontinued. Please join me in prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God, as we enter into this competition, we pray for your protection and for the protection of those with whom we compete. Help us to remember that we are all your children, no matter what uniform we wear. When we look back on this competition, Let us see that we are committed ourselves fully to the game and emerged with dignity and respect for our competition. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ask that you please rise and join us in a moment of silence for the late, great Denny Laramie. Denny Laramie was chosen as McDonald's unsung hero in 2019. Denny was a coach for the Notre Dame Middle School, McDonald High, Chi High, and Cadet. His dedication to McDonald over the years is unmatched, and he will be missed greatly by all. Now I ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and face our nation's flag as we play the national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for the Columbus Catholic Dons. Number 2, Courtney Summer. Number 7, Rihanna Schuler. Number 9, Dorsey Walker. Number 11, Emily Jasinki. Number 12, Megan Kibble. Number 14, Jenna Kibble. And O'Hara Kelsey Moore. The Dons are coached by Pat Eagle, with assistants Gerald Seidel, Sam Miller, and Sierra Litwatis. And now for the Donald Nets.
Rayla?
Destiny Bachman. Number 4, Maggie Craker. Number 5, Marley Hughes. Number 7, Sydney Flanagan. Number 8, Ella Haley. Number 16, Kate Ortman. And libero number 2, Lauren Dietz. The Nets are coached by Kat Hansen, with assistants Dwayne Hansen, Steve Raisler, April Newton, Shannon Horan, and Christy Holton. Tonight's referees will be Tim Upward and Tim Whitaker. Good luck to both teams. Let's play volleyball.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to McDonald Central as we get you set for Wisconsin High School Volleyball. We are back, and we are back in action, and very excited to be here. Jason Zielinski here to take you coast to coast, play-by-play for volleyball action here tonight from McDonald as they welcome in the visiting Columbus Catholic Dons. Went through starting lineups. We'll go through those again here while we get our floor rotations settled by our floor referee at the table right across from us. For the Columbus Catholic Dons, number 12 is Megan Kibble. Number 14, Jenna Kibble. Number 9, Dorsey Walker. Number 11 is Emily Jasinski. Number 2 is Courtney Summer. And number 7 is Rayella Schuler. As we heard for the McDonald Max, Maggie Cracker, Marley Hughes. Number 4 and 5, respectively. Number 7 is Sydney Flanagan. Number 8 is Ella Haley. And number 16 is Kate Orman. As we verify all 6 on the floor, wait for our liberos to come in. Libero Kelsey Moore joins the squad on the floor for the Dons, and we wait for Lauren Dietz to be ushered in, and she is. Out comes Kate Orman, and we will be underway here shortly, and it will be a Columbus Catholic Jenna Kibble serve to get us underway. As soon as our chair, Tim Upward, says we are good to go, and he does. All right, underway here from McDonald Central. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome to Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, and high school volleyball, varsity volleyball is off and running here as Kibble sends it over. The Max on the attack. That one's set long by Destiny Bauman. Apologies, one Mac I left out. So Bauman sends it long, and the Dons score first with their first point of the season here in 2020. And Kibble, short serve, dug up there in the back. Get the Dons set up their first attack of the night. Kibble goes cross, handled in the back there. Up again comes Bauman, flat-footed. Walker with the dig, and up it comes to Jasinski. Dug out of the net by Cracker. Again, Bauman, a little bit of a tip coming over. Nice job there by Megan Kibble. Tip it right back on the second. Middle hit coming and down as the middle hit kill from the 5'9" sophomore Marley Hughes. So the 5'9" senior, Maggie Cracker, now will bounce it twice and hop into it, send it to the Dons as we are tied at 1 here in set 1. And Walker pushes over, handled easily there in the back by Cracker. And a long push by Bauman is handled in the back by Moore. Walker from the back row. Dug up there by Cracker. The volley continues here on 1-1 until it's sent into the net by Bauman. And the Dons regain the lead at 2-1 here in set number 1. Jasinski with the serve, handled in the back by Bauman. Tight pass up front and allow the Dons to set up. And on the second, Kibble with a slam from the middle. Didn't have really anything else to do with it, but just power it down. 3-1 Dons. So it'll be Jasinski one more time. Handled in the back there by Dietz, and the Macs having a little bit of trouble here on this one. Do get it over. Moore brings it up front. Walker on the outside, right-handed wide of the line and out. Side out to the Macs. Battle of the Cats here tonight. Coach Kat Hansen for McDonald. Coach Kat Eagle for Columbus Catholic. Side story there, if you will. Not much of one. And Walker off the tip. And that'll go down as a kill. First kill of the season for Dorsey Walker. And the Dons will rotate. Summer back to serve. Summer serves 4-2. Nice jump serve there by Summer. And the middle hit, didn't get enough on it. And so Walker now will put it into the top of the net. Max middle hit there looked like it might lose them the point on that volley, but Walker not able to return. So 3 serving 4 now. It'll be 5'5" junior Lauren Dietz to serve. Dietz ready, looks to Coach Hansen for serve instructions and sends it to middle back. That one sent over there by Schuler. And a miss hit up front by Kibble. And it'll be a point. And the serve stays with the Macs. We are tied now at 4 here in set number 1. So 4-all off the miss hit from Megan Kibble. And in the back he goes to Jasinski. Not able to handle again that time. But Jasinski fires from the back. Dug up there by Cracker. Cracker now big hit. Moore with the dig up. And Max maybe could have chose to set something up there. Didn't. To Dorsey Walker with the kill. Max went quick on the volley coming over. Had an opportunity there maybe to set up the attack. Middle hit, thought she saw something up front, but it was handled nicely on the front row by the Dons, and then Walker finishes it with the kill. 5-4 now as Megan Kibble sends it over. Another middle attack coming, and that one wide. But on the hit, it'll be Columbus in the net. So point and side out back to McDonald. Serving now, Ella Haley, 5'7" senior. And Haley sends it to Jasinski. Now in front, that was Jenna Kibble with the attack. Handled though. Back on the other side, and a kill for Sydney Rice. Rice, the 5'8" senior. A little bit of power from the outside. And the Macs with their first lead here in the set, 6-5, as we play here in set number 1. And Haley, be an ace for Haley off the miss hit. The violation and the hit the floor, so either way, point to the Macs. The Macs now lead by 2. Moore didn't handle that one very well. Now Kibble sends it over. Misread there in the back by Destiny Bauman. Bauman thought that was going to go out. Kibble's hit stays in, and the Downs get the side out that they were looking for. And they'll send Walker to the back. 5'11" junior will serve for the first time here this season. Serves it to libero Dietz. And Moore with the misplay in the back row. That one goes into row number 4. So 8-6 now Max. Ball goes out of play. New ball chosen. Old ball sent for a spray down. All right. That's how that'll work. Ball sent to the crowd. That ball gets sprayed down by something. Lemon juice maybe, as Jasinski with the push. Coming right back over with it was Cracker. It'll let the Dons set up on the attack. That one didn't come over. As it was hit by Schuler, didn't come over the net. 4 hits, and the Nats continue to extend their lead. It's now 9-6 on the side out. And serving, I have a 3 on my roster, so we'll catch up to that here in just a second. Kibble with a floater at the net, handled there easily. Here comes Bauman with it, and she hits it right back to Kibble. And on the swing, Bauman was under the net, and side out back to the Dons. I don't have a 3 on my McDonald roster. The only 3 is on, looks like maybe a middle school team there, so I don't know who 3 is. And we may not know who 3 is. And that one comes down, the kill perfected there by Ortman. And after the 5'10" junior records the kill, she'll go back and serve. 10-7 here is the Max lead in set number 1. Dribbles it out and sends it, and it'll be an ace for Ortman. And we'll keep an eye on Coach Eagle here, using her first time out of the set. I believe that may be the case here. Should the side out not be achieved by her Dons here on this next serve from Ortman. Max continue to increase their lead. They're up by 4. Walker stands in front of Moore that time. Now middle hit to Jasinski, and down MJ with a swing in the middle. So Coach Eagle put the timeout back in her pocket for the time being. Dons get the side out. They trail now by 3. 8 serving 11. And Jenna Kibble now will serve. Serve, and be a service ace for Kibble. Put a little muscle on it, and that timeout now goes deeper into the pocket of Coach Eagle. So Kibble now with the serve. Kibble sends it, and long, just long, off the right hand of Jenna Kibble. So 12 serving 9. It'll be Cracker with the serve. Maggie Cracker, 5'9" senior. Walker handles that one in front of Moore. Now outside it comes to Jasinski. That was blocked. Dons will set up one more time. On the outside it goes, and sent over there. I believe that's Schuler. Nope, that's Summer on the outside. My apologies. And then on the second hit, it's nicely done there. Megan Kibble, for the second time in the set, finds an empty spot in the middle. And flick of the wrist sends it down. Jasinski with the serve. It'll be an ace for MJ. MJ with the ace, and the Dons nip back here. They had trailed by 4. 1 point difference here in set number 1, 11 serving 12. Jasinski will send it over and sends it again to Dietz, now on the outside, and handled there by Walker, and didn't get the set she wanted. And now the back set to Summer, and it's that one out. A couple of sets that didn't go the way that Megan Kibble wanted them to. One set was short and shallow for Walker. The next on the back set went behind Courtney Summer. So on that transaction, the Dons send the ball back to the max. 13-11 now. Walker up and down. Walker, her first clean kill of the night. And Coach Eagle talking to our floor official here, asking a question about, I think, the ball. So Coach Eagle's going to ask for a sub, I believe, and it looks like it's Rayla Schuler getting some attention behind the bench, perhaps.
Who is 8? Who was number 8?
So Autumn Vine will come in now and make her first appearance here tonight. And Summer with the serve, and that serve about 3 feet too long. Looks like Schuler behind the bench there is got a bit of a hitch in her giddy up and receiving attention. We'll keep an eye on that for you as the back set comes all the way back to Jasinski and then blocked right back down. The block put on by Kate Ortman right up front. Off of the hit from Jasinski, Ortman stone wall in the middle. So 15-2 now as Dietz sends it, and Jasinski, Walker with the push. Walker had good height there, but decided just to push, and now Ortman on the swing sends it wide and long. But they're going to call Columbus in the net, so the Dons are caught in the net. Point will go to the max. So the ball makes its way finally back. There it goes. And again, the 5'5" junior Lauren Dietz will serve it as the Max have matched their largest lead of set 1. They lead by 4. Dietz sends it over. Walker in the back. And now the back set one more time to Jasinski. Handled there by Bauman. And outside swing coming. Tipped up by Walker. And she'll get it right back. Walker on the right with the tip of her own. And finds an empty space behind the double block put up by the Max. And the empty space behind not filled in time by Ella Haley. So Walker does it with strength and does it with intelligence, all from that front row corner spot as Kibble sends it back corner. Now outside swing coming from Rice, and off of the block it sails out, and the side out and point back to the Max. So 17-13, it will be the senior Ella Haley that will serve on the 4-point advantage, and Walker will push one more time and gets that down as Bauman again had to choose between getting ready to dig a swing from Walker or cover on the block, and got caught in between that time. So Walker on the serve, dug up in the back by Haley, and outside swing coming from Rice. And the block comes right back down. Nice job there. Autumn Vine in on the block up front for the Dons. So 17-15 now. Those of you watching on your tablet or mobile device have the score right in the comments. The rest of you, turn up loud. Listen to me. I'll tell you the score frequently. And that block will be sent right back. Another joust at the net. Jasinski sends it backwards some more. And then on this hit in the back as Jasinski and Kibble miscommunicate, and a double will be called between those two as they simultaneously hit the ball. The ball stalled on that hit, and it's a double. More communication being had between Tim Church, our floor referee, and Columbus Catholic head coach Cat Eagle. And our referee asking about rotation right now. So they'll get that sorted out. It'll give us time to remind you about our friends at V&H Autos of Marshfield. V&H Autos of Marshfield is a short drive from anywhere. Browse hundreds of vehicles online now at vhautos.com. Pick out your favorite. Come on in tomorrow. Take it for a test drive. V&H located conveniently just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. vhautos.com. So all this still getting sorted out. And it looks like now the rotation is proper, and we will get whistled back in. And again, the elusive number 3, again, not on our roster. And more miscommunication from the Dons. And again, it's Jasinski and Moore not able to figure out where they're going to go with it. Coach Eagle calls the timeout. And the timeout comes in set number 1 as the McDonald Max lead the Columbus Dons 19-15. The internet here is just bad. We'll fix it in between sets. Or try to, anyway. All right, timeout is up. We're whistled back in here, back to Chippewa Falls. Jason Zaleski here. You're watching Columbus Catholic Dons Volleyball on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. One of 6 live games tonight. And the only way we do it is big on Zaleski Sports. High school sporting contest today. Highlights all over the place on the Facebook, Zaleski Sports Facebook network later on this evening. And even into the morning as we're started here just a little bit late. As a matter of fact, we got volleyball over in Edgar and Stratford that is likely going to be ending soon. As Edgar hosting Assumption, Stratford hosting Newman. Also live volleyball in Rosh Holt as the Pacelli Cardinals visit over in Rosh Holt. Pacelli also playing soccer tonight, boys soccer, as they are hosting the Amherst Falcons. And in Indiana, just wrapping up New Palestine and Delta. So an ace, and then followed by a missed serve out of bounds, and 21-16 though. Max had led briefly by 6, their largest lead here tonight. Now nipped by 1 down to 5. Ball rolls into the Commons, and we'll head to the disinfecting towel on the other side of the gym. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Enroll now at Mid-State to all see how your credits will transfer to UW System Colleges. Find out now at mstc.edu. As the blocks put on and then out. So 22-16 now. Lost our internet connection in the gymnasium with the scoreboard, so we'll get that back for you in between sets as Walker, and that one was dug up in the back by Haley. Now in the middle comes Jasinski, and that'll be off the touch and out, off the foam padding on the left side of your screen. So Kibble will serve, and it's an ace. Ace for number 14, Jenna Kibble. Kibble will go back to serve one more time. Don's trailed by 4. They've trailed by as many as 6 here in set number 1. That one dug up in the back. Middle push, and Walker with the dig. Moore will swing from the back and down. Nicely done there by Kelsey Moore, assisted by the dig from Walker. And back come the Dons as they need to stave off at least 3 max points, along with getting a bunch of their own yet. They trail by 3. Kibble now on the short serve. Sent up by Dietz and then over by Bauman. Dons will set up on the attack. Hit coming and down. MJ one more time, and we'll see now if Coach Kat Hansen will utilize one of her timeouts, and she does. I'm about 11 for 14. I'm predicting timeout so far this year. With the max lead 22-20. Timeout, McDonald Central.
Is it back yet? Or still spinning? All right, here it is. The internet just disconnects on its own. Yeah. All right, back out of the Coach Kat Hansen timeout. Give you a chance to tell you about Fleet Farm. Check out your nearest Fleet Farm. Like they say, if you don't need it, we'll come back to that in a minute. Big flying hit by Destiny Bauman. As I was saying, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it. Just went to Fleet Farm on, what day was that? On Friday morning? Yeah, down at Fleet Farm on Friday morning. Bought a couple things for Dasher the dog. Fleet Farm with carry-out options, online availability. Check out fleetfarm.com today. Middle hit from Jasinski, but they're going to call a double first on Kibble, and that'll put the max at set point here, 24-20 in set number 1. So on set point, it's Cracker to serve it. Walker digs it. And a push on the outside, Jasinski, and got that one just inside the line, did MJ. And the Dons will see set point number 2. So set point number 2 will be served by Jasinski, 21-24. And the Macs are out of rotation. So the Macs out of rotation, and that'll let the Dons swing one more time, perhaps. Middle hit coming, blocked by Walker. And that'll go down, all the way down to the floor. And the Dons stay alive. They'll survive yet another set point here at McDonald. 23-24. And on 23-24. And we are tied at 24. What a comeback for Coach Eagles Dons. And we'll get another timeout from Coach Kat Hansen. And as we come back, it'll be 24-24 Dons serving from Chippewa. Looks like we're back in action for now. All right, out of the Max, Coach Cat Hansen timeout. As the Dons come roaring back, they were down by 6. They staved off 5 set points, tied now at 24. Win by 2 here in set number 1. That one handled by Jasinski up to Walker. Walker from the line swings. Dug up by the Max. Second hit sent over. Kibble was ready for it. And then up to Sister Megan up front. But the volley continues. Bauman one more time and down for Destiny Bauman. And another set point for the Max. This one at 25-24. Coach Eagle tells her Dons to talk. Bauman will send it to Moore. Up to Walker. Walker and the miss hit by Dorsey, and that'll do it as the Max wins set number 1, 26-24 here from Chippewa Falls. Set 2 coming up next. All right, back here to Chippewa as the Max takes set number 1, 26-24 over the Dons. Max had a set point called 6 times during that set, but finally able to put Columbus Catholic away on a miss hit off of the fingertips of Dorsey Walker. 26-24, our set 1 score. So the Max up in the match 1-0. We play best of 3 here in Wisconsin High School Volleyball. Jason Zaleski here taking you coast to coast for today's volleyball action here tonight. One of 6 live games on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network tonight. The only way Zaleski Sport does it is big. I mean, honestly, let's real talk here. Nobody's doing it, not even close. And we're happy to do it. We do it all for you as we're underway here in set number 2. And MJ with the kill. Emily Jasinski powers it through up front. And like in set 1, the Dons take a 1-0 lead. Dons had led by as many as 4 in set 1. Before they let it slip away mid-set. And better set, the Max just took it away. Outside it comes to Walker. Walker down! A humongous kill for Dorsey Walker. Whoa. So 2-0 as Jasinski serves one more time. Bauman on the other side. And Moore digs it up in the back. Kibble pushed it back. Jasinski punches it over. And now the Max will set up on the attack. It's Cracker. And the dig by Jenna Kibble. Walker will hop and let it fly forward. Handled in the back. Volley continues here on 2-0. I don't believe that came over. And it did not. 4 hits on the Max side. And Coach Eagle jumps out of her shoes on the sidelines as her Dons lead 3-0 here in set number 1. Very excitable Coach Cat Eagle, one of our favorites in all the land, as Bauman one more time, and that time swings wide. She had 2 hits at it. One was blocked back at her as they set up the attack one more time. A 5'6" junior on the crossed it wide and out of bounds. So 4 straight to start set 2 for the Dons. 4-0. And in the middle, and Jasinski was ready for it. Now Summer a little bit late. Kibble will swing from the back. And Bauman on the outside and blocked by Summer. Courtney Summer, a brick wall on the outside. So the streak continues for the Dons here in set 2, 5-0. So Jasinski again, and this one off of the right hand of Dietz in the back, and that'll allow Columbus to set up the attack, see where Kibble goes. And then she comes to Walker. Walker's swing. That one dug up by Cracker. Outside it comes to Bauman. Bauman in the net. So Bauman on a miss hit. And the Dons continue to impress here in set number 2. And I believe, Coach Hansen use a timeout on 7-0 if that were to be the case. Outside swing coming from Haley. Tight one there for Walker and able to get it down. Didn't have a lot to do with it. And there it is, the timeout from Coach Cat Hansen. Jason is 3 for 3 on timeouts today. Keeping track at home, as I know you are, as the Max take the timeout. They trail 0-7. All right, the Coach Cat Hansen timeout is up as her Max led up 7 straight to start set 2 here. 7-0 Columbus after her Max cleaned up set 1 26-24. And again, Coach Eagle, some additional explanation with Tim Upchurch on the floor, getting her rotation settled up and out of the timeout. It'll be an ace for MJ. Jasinski with the ace, and the run continues here for the Dons. If this was Bar League volleyball, they'd be 3 points away from the skunk victory, but it's not. It's first to 25, and the Max get their first point there off the middle hit on the swing from Marley Hughes. First time we've called Hughes' name in a while, 5'10" sophomore. The Max on the board. So out of the Coach Hansen timeout. She sees a service ace from Emily Jasinski and then gets the side out off the swing from Hughes. It'll be Destiny Bauman back to serve for the Max. Walker handles and push right back to her. And off of the missed serve, lines up one more time. Now this will be Haley. That one, or I was Rice, Haley Rice. Now Walker took a little bit off that and didn't fool anybody. And Rice got that one punched right back by Kibble and Summer. One more time, those two go up. And no touch, and the hit goes long. Everybody did a double check there, make sure nobody touched on the Columbus side, and they did not. 9-1 Dons. So 9-1, and Summer serves, and into the net it goes off the hand of Courtney Summer. And she will go out, and libero Kelsey Moore will take her place. Serve handled back by Moore, and as Walker turned to fire, thought she was closer to the net than what she was, and sends it into the net. So 3-9 now. McDonald serving Columbus. Bounced twice by Dietz and sent wide on the near side. A service error for Dietz, and the side out back to the Dons. So 10-3 now. Megan Kibble with the serve. Handled by Dietz in the back with the dig. Middle hit. Power. Middle hit for Marley Hughes. Called her name now a couple times. Actually, my apologies. That was Sydney Rice. Hair on the back of her number looked like a 5. It's a 9. Either way. Side out and serve now for Ella Haley. Back set for Walker, and Walker had to slow up. Allow the Dons, though, to set up the attack as the Max unable to handle. Now Walker from the middle and down. Off of the blocking hands of Sydney Rice. And Walker records another kill. Second here in set number 2. Dons up 11-4. Again, Columbus drops set 1, 26-24. Outside it comes to Rice. Rice, and nobody home in the back corner as Moore on the libero spot had drifted all the way to the bench side. Left the near side corner open, and that was hit by Rice. Rice not serving tonight, so she will sub out. Again, we don't have a 3 on our roster. Our apologies, but don't know who this is. And Kibble there, didn't get the levitation she thought she had on the roll, and puts it into the bottom of the net. Well, the Max are clawing, slowly coming back. And we're going to clean up a little bit of moisture on the floor. All right, yeah, here comes the mop. First mop appearance tonight. I remind you to thank our, as you can see, the mop duty is being delegated down there by Coach Eagle. She handed that mop right to Gerald. All right. Again, Mid-State Technical College, V&H Autos, Fleet Farm, and a cast of others. You'll see them all season long. Again, some internet issues here at the school have us pushed to give you the broadcast as you see it here. So do our best to call out those sponsors. Again, we are back on the air on Thursday. Got a trio of sporting events on Thursday coming to you. Talk about those here in just a minute as we are really still just underway here in Chippewa on the miss hit. Maggie Cracker looks at the ball. She thought that ball might have been wet. At least, yeah, now she's asking for a new ball, and a new ball will be granted. And it slipped through the fingers, or at least it looked like it did, of Maggie Cracker. So this will be Kelsey Moore back to serve. 12-6. Dons leading the Max. Outside to Bauman. Nice set all the way across the court. That done well by Katie Ortman. And she'll drive back to serve now, but from that front right spot, served it all the way opposite side and beautifully left there for Destiny Bauman. So it was 7-0 Columbus. Now it's 7 serving 12. Max serving to the Dons, and Kibble to Walker. Handled in the back there by Ortman. Second came over, dug out of the net by Summer. Back to her feet comes Kibble. And I don't know if that came over or if it was hit by Hughes. Either way, lands on the Don side of the floor. And back come the Max now. 4-point difference here in set number 2, 8 serving 12. Max already with a 1-0 match lead. And out as the serve goes wide to the far side off the right hand of junior Kate Ortman. So Jenna Kibble now with the serve. Nice one. Handled though by Bauman. And right back to her on the attack. And down. Destiny Bauman. 2 in a row for her. As the side out is achieved. 9-13 now as this one tightens up here in set number 2. Serve sent over by Cracker and be punched over on the second by Kibble. Max was scrambling until Bauman came to her feet, and then Walker off of the truss on the ceiling and bounces right back on the floor. You can play it off that, but it bounced off of the floor, off of the truss and back down to the floor. And now Coach Eagle will use a timeout as the Max trailed 0-7. It's now 10-13 here in set number 2. Back here to Chippewa out of the Coach Eagle Columbus Catholic timeout. It'll be the Max serving. Maggie Cracker again will serve. It'll be her second serve on this rotation. 10-13. The Max looked for a comeback. They had trailed by 4 in set number 2 before coming back, or set number 1, before coming back 26-24. Looking for another comeback here is McDonald Central. So that one is sent into the bleachers. So side out, back to the Dons. They now lead by 4. 14-10, Jasinski ready. Right hand, sends it over. Back it goes to Dietza in the middle. Middle hit coming and out. Is there a touch? No, confirmed no touch. As off of the hand of Hughes, and then she sent it wide to the bench side and into the cafeteria. No food, though, today. And the ace from Jasinski got here, and the Dons were having a picnic out on the front lawn here at McDonald. Which reminds me, we'll be back to McDonald on Saturday. Tournament day on Saturday. And a couple of aces now by Jasinski. The Dons lead again by 7. They match their largest lead here in set number 2. Let's see, who do we have here on Saturday? We've got Newman, McDonald, Columbus, Pacelli? I don't know. I have to look up the schedule. You'll find it later at ZaleskiSports.com. And Walker, they say that one came through, and back it comes. Don set up the attack one more time. Outside, Summer. And we're in the back row. Second, Moore was ready. Sends it up to Kibble. Kibble back to Jasinski. Blocked one more time, and that won't be retrieved as the hit from Ella Haley ends the volley and ends it with a point for the Max. Back live again on Thursday. It'll be Loyal at Columbus. Got Marshfield Tennis. First live tennis meet here in the state of Wisconsin as Kibble sends that into the net. We actually did tennis in Indiana last week. Had a nice time there. That was Delta and Newcastle, and we'll do it Wisconsin style. Marshfield Senior High School tennis on Thursday, and again, it's Columbus Loyal volleyball. And as soon as I get my wits about me, I'll tell you that third one. Nice job on the tip. The tip sent over by Marley Hughes. And he was able to get the tip up and down. Seems to me it's Pacelli volleyball also on Thursday. I know Mike Wendland and Cale Jacoby are on the case, so that tells me it's Pacelli athletics. And into the net, and they're going to say, I believe Hughes is in the net on the McDonald side. They don't give us a number, and they instead just verbally communicate that over to Coach Hansen. But we believe that was Hughes in the net, so 18 serving 13 now. Courtney Summer will serve before Coach Seidel gets the floor dried up. Happy to do it. Interesting, nobody on the home side is grabbing that mop. I guess maybe there's a mop for each side. Maybe that's what's going on here. All these rules, all the, all the you-know-what business going on. Got people all discombobulated doing things they've never even thought of before. And Summer sends that one long. So the serve streak discontinued off the hand of Courtney Summer. Coach Hansen on the McDonald side. All right, enough of that. Now let's go. Getting a little frustrated is the wrong word with Coach Hansen. Just wants her team to perform, and performing there is Walker. Walker with the big swing on the outside, and no blocker able to handle that. Just put simply, Coach Hansen's just had enough. Wants the Max to get their head in the game. Nice set there. That one nicely done by Cracker. Moore with the dig up, and Walker dug it once out of the net. Nobody there. Gerald on the floor. Good use for Gerald on the floor with the mop. Yeah, I guess so, Luke. I guess so. It's a job he's done well. He's done it a few times tonight. So give credit where credit's due, right? Give congratulations there to Gerald on mop duty. Luke saw it. I think we all saw it. All right, what do we got here? 15-20 now. Yeah, it was Ella Haley, I'm sorry, they changed the scoreboard here on a 16-19. It originally looked like that might have been ruled in Columbus's favor. It was not. So 16-19. As again, the set tightens up here. Coach Hansen getting her way as Walker with the kill, and that one's sent into the bleachers. Off of the hands of Ella Haley. Coach Hansen tells her girls, you're not in the right spot. Okay. 2016, Walker will serve it up. The Dons trail in the match 0-1, or put it a different way, the Macs are up 1-0, and that serve not able to be returned. Hey, Dorsey just wanted to go through and just real quick air five everybody there. She wants to get back to the serve line, but for second straight time, the ball goes into the bleachers, so I don't know if I didn't read all the rules. There are way too many to go through with all this madness going on, but apparently the rule tonight is, as Walker sends it loose through the back, that ball goes in the bleachers, you get a new ball, you wipe down the old one. There's a couple over there. One's got a spray bottle, one's got a towel. No reports on what's in the bottle. Spraying it and then wiping it and putting it back in play. MJ with the delivery, dug up in the back. Max on the attack. Middle hit from Ortman. Somebody was in the net. On the Columbus side, doesn't matter as the ball hits the floor. And 3 points now is all that separates the Max and the Dons here in set 2. 18-21. And hold up, they say. And the mop comes back out. Gerald out of his chair. This time our floor referee is going to come over and do it. I don't know, Lucas, if Gerald just got fired from the mop or not. I don't know. Maybe you have to ask him in the postgame about that, if he had his mop duties stripped of him in set 2. I don't know. It looked like he was doing a nice job. Not sure why that would have happened. Not my decision. All right, 18-21. And the Macs will serve it again here in set 2. They trail by 3, looking for a comeback like they did in set 1. MJ has to tip it over as the set came up to the net, and tip it over she does, and down. So Moore now will go back to serve. Don's looking even the match total here, 1-1. They're 3 points away in set 2 from doing just that. Ortman with the dig. Push it all the way out to Bauman. Bauman with the tip, block right back to her. And the third will be sent over. Moore had to rush in a hurry. And sent in the corner. Coach Eagle a little exasperated there. Thought her Dons should have been in position for that. Especially as that third had to come all the way from the back. Coach Eagle says you should have had plenty of time to adjust for that. Go back to a 3-point discrepancy. It'll be Ortman to serve. Walker up to Kibble. Middle hit from Jasinski. Down. Jasinski buries it. 23-19. Buried it. Destroyed it. Put my money in the break. 23-19 now. Jenna Kibble. Kibble. Ace for Kibble. And the ace from Kibble puts the Dons at set point here in set number 2. So Jenna Kibble will serve. Set point for the Dons, 24-19. Here it comes. Bauman digs it up. Middle hit coming from Hughes. Walker on the attack. Sent over by Dietz. One time from MJ. And tip back over on the third. The volley continues. Joust of the net. Bauman outside, blocked by Kibble. And the miss hit is going to be called. Yes, it's going to be a lift there called by Tracker. And that'll do it here in set number 2 as the Dons hang on to win set 2, 25-19. And they even the match at 1 apiece. Back to Chippewa for set 3 in just a moment. We lose the internet here sometimes.
I know that working at home because I'm cleaning the dishes after they do they're vacuuming today. Laundry. I don't like, you know, I
There we go. Thank you. All right, the buzzer will sound. All right, I don't know. That probably doesn't count as one of my predictions, but I am 3 for 3 tonight on timeout calls. And it looks like Gerald was given the mop back in between sets, so whatever. Maybe he was on disciplinary and on some sort of unpaid leave on the bench there from mop, but he took it back in between sets and got our floor in tip-top shape. 1-1 here. The Macs take set 1, 26-24. The Dons take set 2, 25-19. And so we have played 2, solved nothing. As we play best of 3 here in Wisconsin High School Volleyball. It'll be the Dons, Jenna Kibble, and we are underway here in set number 3. Outside hit coming from Bauman, handled in the back by Moore. Outside it comes to Jasinski. Block up front by Cracker. Cracker with the set. Dug now by Walker. The volley continues. And a misplay in the back and the first point. Now 3 for 3. The Dons have scored the first point in all 3 sets here tonight. They lead 1-0 here in set 3. The winner will move on and take a 2-1 match lead. Talk about that here in just a few minutes and why that is, I suppose, to some obviously so important, but it really is. We'll talk about that momentarily as Bauman, that one blocked up by Kibble and Summer on the outside. Now Jasinski powers it through the block and down for the kill. Those of you that watched our Indiana high school broadcast have heard this. Those of you that haven't will hear it now. Volleyball, for me anyway, works like this, that getting to point number 20 in a given set, we call that mini set point. And that mini set point, it's a psychological advantage on that 20th point. As Jasinski fires and down. And we've got the timeout, and the timeout to Coach Kat Hansen. So we'll keep it here. We'll give you that explanation here. So again, for our volleyball theory anyway, especially in high school volleyball, but probably at all levels, you play to 25, you win by 2. There is something psychological about being the first to hit 20 on that scoreboard in a given set. So we call that mini set point. As you're the opposing team and you see that 20 on your opponent's side of the scoreboard, you tighten up a little bit. The stress begins to develop and the tension is there, and that's where the mental part of the game really has got to kick in, especially if you're on the deficit side of that 20. So mini set point, we call that, and we call that point number 20. And then in the match, it's another psychological moment when you're tied at 1-all, and that team goes to 2-1. When you're in the deficit, you're at 1-2. You know if you drop this one, the match is over, and so the intensity just ratchets up. So there you go, a couple volleyball theories for you, at least the way we see it here at Zaleski Sports, but that plays out right in front of our eyes almost every single time. And I think you can imagine why. As Bauman comes up flying high is Destiny Bauman. Don's block, not able to keep it on the Mac side. And the Macs score their first point. Now 1 serving 3. It'll be Maggie Cracker to serve it. So again, we'll keep an eye on that on the 20, on that mini set point, but that bared out in both of the first sets. The first team of 20 went on to win. And I think that probably bears out about 95% of the time, just because of the psychological advantage you have of getting to 20 before your opponent does. That one off of the rafters after it left the hands of number 4, Maggie Cracker, and prior to that left the right-handed rocketing explosion of Dorsey Walker. So 4-2 now, MJ with the serve. Bauman handles in the back. Nice dig up by Bauman. The Haley, and then blocked back by Kibble and Summer on the outside one more time. Second comes over. Downs will set up the attack. Outside comes to Walker. Swing. Kill. Dorsey Walker. No, they're going to say out. Wow, okay. Well, Coach Eagle says great swing, keep swinging to Dorsey, but they're going to rule that was out. Coach Eagle wanted a touch. I didn't see a touch. And my view is a little obstructed here. When the ball lands, the line even if it's on the line, the ball impedes my view of that line, and that's why the 4 referees are positioned exactly around the court. They're able to see all of it. So they call it right, as they always do here in the state of Wisconsin. That time, Walker, not going to let another opportunity pass her by, slams it down in the middle. High school officials all over the place here, Indiana, Minnesota, Illinois, where we see most of our broadcasts. These officials are doing a spectacular job, and that one will not be returned. Our corner official had to go scrambling to the baseline to get out of the way. That'll go down as a service ace for Courtney Summer. Dons lead 6-4 here in set number 3. So again, set number 3, 2 things we're watching for. We're watching for mini set point. And that first team gets to 20. And this hit there off the right hand, or left hand of Sydney Rice. We watch for mini set point, and then we watch for that 2-1 match advantage. All that will happen here in set number 3. Summer, one more time. Good serve, handled there by Rice. Middle poke. Summer with a dig up in the back. Yeah, here comes MJ, and got on top of the ball, did Jasinski. Didn't time her jump particularly well. She knows it, and then tried to compensate for the missed time on the jump with a late swing, and just swung way too late. Jasinski with the dig. Walker. Kill. Dorothy having a good bit of fun with that kill. She thought that was fun to watch. And it was. It was for all but probably one person in the whole gymnasium. All right, so more talk here from our floor, Tim Church. All right, he likes what he sees. The rotations are fit and proper. And this will be Megan Kibble to serve. Pushed back up front, middle by Ortman, and Kibble with a flying left hand. And now she'll turn and fire, handled in the back by Bauman. Up with it comes Rice, and down. Kill there for Sydney Rice. Nice work all the way around there by the Macs. They stuck with it, good communication, and they get the side out. They trail 6-8 here in set number 3. Jasinski gives it back to Kibble. Kibble fires long. Coach Eagle reminding, and Coach Seidel also reminding Jenna to follow through on your swing. As Haley will serve again. A nice laser there, and bounces slightly off the vent system up top. Play continues. One more time here for Rice. Moore with the dig. Sends it back over. Walker with a block. Good timing there by Dorsey Walker as she levitated at just the right time and in just the right spot, gets the block down. So 9 serving 7. Dons with a 2-point set lead. We're tied at 1 in the match. Walker ready. Right-handed serve. Sends it back to Dietz. Now outside it comes and over the net. And it just leaped over. Rice hit it hard enough where the net folded over on top. And as the net came back in its position, flipped the ball back over to the Don side. Serve here from the Max. Handled there by Jasinski. And right back to her goes Kibble. First hit sent back over. Nobody home for the second hit. As Kibble hit, she's normally going to set that ball. And we've got a timeout coming here from Coach Eagle. And she can talk about that rotation there just a bit. We are tied at 9 here in set number 3. All right, and back to Chippewa. Thank our sponsor, V&H Autos. V&H Autos, a short drive from anywhere, located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. Browse online, hundreds of vehicles online now at vhautos.com. Pick out your favorite, take it for a test drive right away tomorrow morning. And we thank V&H Autos and the rest of our sponsors for helping us to broadcast this and all 100 Zaleski Sports broadcasts here this fall. Again, doing it big, no other way to do it. Up it comes now, Jasinski with the swing, and that'll come down off of the fingertips of Cracker. And the Dons out of the Coach Eagle timeout, get the side out, and they lead 10-9. We see Courtney Summer come back in. And missed to number 5 was. Unfortunately, they didn't give us any rosters with numbers for the Dons, so we're playing this a little bit by the seat of our pants as Kibble gets just enough on it. And we'll actually record the kill there. All right, so serving is Kelsey Moore, 11-9. Ortman with the dig up in the front. Push outside to Bauman. Bauman, and that is in. So they're going to rule that in just on the back line. And the kill for Destiny Bauman. So the 5'10 junior, Kate Ortman, will serve. Dug up there by Kibble. Walker will swing from the back. Pushed right back on the block. Don set up one more time. Jasinski over that middle block. And Bauman will send it on the third. Walker pushes it up front. Kibble, middle. Jasinski handled one more time. Second. Dons will set up the attack one more time. This will be Kibble on the outside. Handling the back by Ortman. Back set. Here it comes to Haley, and Haley swings long and out. Good round of applause by the, I don't know, couple dozen Dons fans in attendance. One limited attendance, two all the way from Marshfield, so limited attendance. Off the top of the tape, and Bauman will send it and send it long, so Bauman sends it long. So a couple of points strung together here for the Dons. They lead by 3, 13-10 here in set 3, and that one sent just wide by Jenna Kibble. And side out back to the max. 2 point difference here in set number 1. 11 serving 13. It'll be number 4, the senior Maggie Cracker. Walker sends it deep. Outside hit from Bauman. Bauman, good run up and down. When Destiny Bauman gets the run up that she wants, the 5'6 junior can do anything with it, and including kill it. And that was a straight up murder on that one. So Cracker now. Jasinski from her knees. It'll be an ace for Maggie Cracker, and we're tied at 13. We'll put Coach Eagle on timeout watch. We're just a few points out of a Don's timeout. Say we're likely close to another one here, especially concerning on the face of Coach Cat Eagle. Bauman tipped up front, gave Walker enough time to get it, and Jasinski long on the cross. Looks to me like one more point given to the max, and we'll see yet another Coach Eagle timeout. So Cracker again, one more time. This is her third straight serve. Walker on the tip. Had Max scrambling in the back. Now Bauman flat-footed sends it over. Moore collects it there. And back to Walker again. Walker deep send it, and Jasinski pushes it right back. Now here comes Bauman. And the miss hit there by Moore off of the truss. They were fortunate the Dons were to even have a second hit, as if this ceiling is another 10 feet high, that doesn't go. And looky there, Jason correctly predicts yet another timeout as Coach Eagle takes it. 15-13 McDonald Central. All right, out of the Coach Eagle timeout, it is 15-13 McDonald Central. Dons had led by as many as 4. And the Macs continue to claw back, mainly on the attacks from Destiny Bauman. Been hard to handle here in set number 3. Jasinski, right hand on the roll and down. All right, so that's what you want there if you're Coach Eagle or any coach out of the timeout. Come out, just get the side out. That's what you tell your girls in the huddle. Let's just get a side out here, and let's score a couple. And it'll be MJ back to serve for the Dons, serving 14-15. Again, pivotal set number 3. And we are coming close to mini set points. I'll tell you about that. If you missed my speech on volleyball theory a few minutes ago, as Walker going to send that one long. But the Macs now just 4 points away from mini set point. And Bauman serves it right to Kibble. And Jasinski, that one easily handled there by Cracker. Cracker back with it on the attack from the back and sends that one long. Our athletic director here, Emily, able to keep that one out of the cafeteria. And Summer, deep serve, that would have been in, and it is in now that it was handled there by Sydney Rice. Now on the second, overcame Megan Kibble. Macs were ready. Rice will hit from the right side. Oh no, that came over, doesn't matter now, and Summer lays out for the dig and sends it to the Dons bench. So Summer comes out on that rotation. Kelsey Moore now in, so Moore, Libero on the other side is Lauren Dietz. She serves it. Kibble backs at Walker, right hand. Dietz hit it a little flat. They let play continue. Moore not there with the pancake. And the Macs begin to pull away here just a bit, if you can call a 3-point lead pulling away. But what they are is 2 points away from mini set point. 18-15 now, and again, mini set point awfully important here in this pivotal third set. And no dig to be found there off the hands of Cracker. And the Macs continue to roll. Coach Eagle checks with her brain trust on the bench. And now asks just for a little bit of cleanup on the court. A little bit of strategy there too by Coach Eagle. He call for the cleanup, and one, we're going to clean up some water on the floor. Two, though, acts like a timeout though at the same time. Calm her girls down a little bit without having them gather at the bench, but just having this moment just to breathe and collect themselves. As they trail by 4, it'll be 19-15 when we get whistled back in. And the whistle is there. All right, 19-15. Here comes Dietz with the serve. Kibble will have to be dug out of the net, and it can't be. It'll go down as an ace for Lauren Dietz. And mini set point. Now if you're the Dons, you look up and you see yourself looking up at the scoreboard. It's 15-20. You see that 20 on the other side, and things get a little hairy right away. And Walker's hit goes long. And just like that, Walker with the push. Play continues here. This is Rice with the swing, handled by the Dons. 21-15. Rice one more time through the block and down. Way to stick to it there if you're the Macs, as Sydney Rice blasted through. So 22-15. Dietz continues to serve. Walker with the push. Back set. Back it comes to Cracker. Walker with the block. Middle hit from Ortman. Moore with the layout dig. And then pushed by Jasinski. Max are ready for it. Here they come one more time on the attack. Don scrambling on the floor. Walker able to send it on the third. And that one sent long off the hand of Ella Haley. The Dons finally get the side out. It's 16-22. And like in set one, they're going to have to come all the way back. So 16-22, serving is Megan Kibble. Kibble with the serve. And it'll be an ace on the miss hit from Dietz. Kibble one more time, fires it over. Ortman. Back to Jasinski. Here comes Walker with the push up front. Bauman is there, and then Walker with the kill. Dorsey Walker keeps the Dons close. 4 points now, 18-22. But again, we saw that mini set point achieved by the Max. They were the first to 20 in the set, and the Dons reeled for a moment. They are clawing back in it though now. Still though down by 4. Middle hit coming from Ortman. I don't believe that came over. It did not. They will rule 4 hits. And we are 1 point closer to a Coach Kat Hansen timeout. So 19-22. Don score here. Expect the Kat Hansen timeout. Outside it comes now to Rice and down. So Rice allows Coach Hansen to keep the timeout in their pocket. 23-19. The Max are 2 points away from taking a 2-1 match lead. And a big 2-1 lead it will be for whoever comes out of set 3 with it. Serving here is Haley, and Haley serves it out. Ella Haley tried to put a little too much on it and then sent it long. So Walker looks to Coach Eagle, gets serve instructions. Outside hit coming from Rice. Moore with the dig up. Can anybody get there for the second? No. All-out effort there for Megan Kibble. And she had to, because now we are at set point here in set number 3. Max looking to take a 2-1 match lead. (24-20) set point here in set number 3. Out comes Kibble, and Kibble able to find some empty space. Looked like the Max were ready for Jasinski to take it on the near side. Instead, the middle went to Jenna Kibble, and Moore now will serve set point number 2 here in set number 3. Moore sends it. Dietz collects it. Middle hit Ortman, and down, and the Max do take set number 3, 25. A 2-1 match lead. More volleyball coming up from Chippewa Falls in just a moment. All right, ready to go here in Chippewa for set number 4. The Macs lead 2-1 in the match. So got to have this one if you're the Dons. Walker with the swing and not able to be returned by the Macs. And for the 4th straight set, all 4 sets, the Dons have scored first. It's only led them to 1 set win though. That was set 2, 25-19. Pushed over and nobody home on the other side. Nice push there for Marley Hughes. So 1-1 is our score here in set number 4. And a Max win here in set 4, and it's over, done, curtains, bye-bye. But as we play best 3 out of 5. It looks like the Macs have Walker planned for nicely, as she's not had the success that you normally see out of Dorsey Walker. Another of those kills there, that time from Cracker. And then the miss hit coming out, that one sent wide by Sydney Rice. But give credit to Coach Hansen and the Macs. They have had Walker played well the whole time defensively. They've had the lines covered and one kept in the middle for most. So good defensive effort, good game plan by the Macs. As that one is sent down by Sydney Rice. Opening day here for volleyball in the state of Wisconsin. We showed you 4 volleyball matches statewide. We gave you a soccer match, and we continue our broadcast in Indiana. 6 high school sporting events total today on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Nobody doing it like Zaleski Sports. Nobody. Max also getting the job done here in set number 4, 3-2 now, as Lauren Dietz will send it up one more time and sends that one wide here on our side of the court. So the serve streak broke, and the side out to the Dons. It'll be Megan Kibble with serving duties, one of Coach Eagle's starters here tonight. 3-all. And that one not able to be sent up. Ella Haley looked like she had a nice pass up front, but it did get away from her just a bit as Maggie Cracker went scrambling. Couldn't catch up to it. So Kibble again. This will be an ace for Megan Kibble. 5-3 now Dons. Say thanks one more time for all you watching at home. Thanks to our sponsor, Mid-State Technical College. Experience choice at Mid-State. Contact Mid-State today to see how credits are transferable to any UW system college. And of course, many degrees available at Mid-State without needing to transfer anywhere. And get yourself a rewarding career. It all starts at mstc.edu, Mid-State Technical College. That one sent up by Moore. Kibble, and they're going to call the miss hit on Kibble. Yep. Coach Eagle asked for a little bit of an explanation, but it was a miss hit on Kibble. Coach says, okay, thank you. All right, nice work there by Tim Upward in the chair tonight. Both Tims up top and down low done just a marvelous job of officiating this one, and the second there was nowhere to be found for Walker, and we are tied again in set 4, this time at 5 apiece. So Ella Haley now will serve it. Haley whistled in by Tim Upward and sends it Donsward, and then the miss hit by Kibble there. That one's easy to see as you saw the panels rotate weirdly. Some are easier to see than others. But again, Tim and Tim here have seen them all. And yeah, that was also a miss hit on the second. Yep, rolled up her arm on the second hit. Dorsey Walker tells her teammates, let's calm down. So 7-5 now, Haley served it. Kibble on the outside, sends it back to Dietz. Dietz, another nice dig there, outside hit coming from Rice. And that'll be a kill for number 9, Sydney Rice. And we get a timeout from Coach Eagle as her Dons trail by 3. The max lead 8-5 here in set number 4. Back here to Chippewa and back here to remind you about our friends at Fleet Farm. Find what you need at Fleet Farm today. Pet supplies, lawn and garden, tools. Got my Milwaukee tool cordless drill at Fleet Farm during the summer as Walker pushes that one over and out of the Coach Eagle timeout. Job done there, get the side out. But went down to Fleet Farm during the summer. My old cordless drill had finally bit the dust, so time for a new one and time to go to Fleet Farm. That's what you do. Got my Milwaukee tool drill and then used it for what I intended to use it for that day and then had to dig it back up again yesterday. And it reminded me, glad that I made that trip down to Fleet Farm back. That was probably in June as Walker sends that one out. Coach Eagle wanted a double hit there and that was not to be the case. So head down to your nearest Fleet Farm, pick up what you need. And also online ordering options available at fleetfarm.com. We thank our friends at Fleet Farm to helping to support and sponsor today's broadcast. Jasinski, that one blocked by Cracker. Back with it comes Bauman, and Bauman will have another kill. Just before that timeout, I was getting ready to tell you, 5'6", Destiny Bauman, 5'8", Sydney Rice. Saw Marley Hughes, 5'9". I mean, these girls athletically for McDonald as Jasinski pushes it over. Getting the job done athletically, even if they're not reading any 6-footers or 5'10", 5'11" across the board. They are every bit the Dons equal up front, as we'll have another quick timeout as the rag goes to Kate Ortman. Ortman dries it up nicely and gives the wet, sweaty rag back to Tim upward in the chair. There you go, Tim. Thanks. And Bauman, that one dug up by Walker outside Kibble. Dug up in the back by the Max. Middle hit from Ortman. And not going to be brought back over. Walker got a touch on it, but by the time it landed, it was nearly in the bleachers. 11-7 now in what very well could be the ending set here tonight as the Max lead 2-1 in the match. Lead here by 4 in set 4. A set 1 win, and we will say goodbye to you from Chippewa. Dons win the set, and we will go to a tiebreak set 5. And into the net goes Ortman, and then to the bench goes Ortman. And she'll wait to come back up to the front, and in her place comes junior number 2, Lauren Dietz. So Jenna Kibble will go back to serve it. Her Dons down 3, 8-11. Handled them back by Bauman. They put it right back to her. Bauman off the top of the tape and gets the kill. When she had liftoff, she thought, oh boy, this is not going to get the job done. And fortunately for her, the tape kept that ball in because that ball was set to go wide. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and it's always better to be both. On the back hit from Cracker and through the hands of Jasinski on the block and down. Coach Eagle now beginning to nervously pace the sideline. She looks at the scoreboard, claps for her Dons, and says, all right, come on now. We've got to step on it now. We're down by 5. Serving is Maggie Cracker, and it'll be an ace. for the Max. 14-8 now. As the Max inch closer to mini set point, and as it will be in set 4, mini match point. 14-8. Moore with the dig up that time. Back set to Jasinski. She's just got to poke it over. And Bauman, and it'll be pushed over there by Cracker. Outside hit coming from Hughes, handled, or Haley, sorry. And now Bauman, Kibble was there, protecting her block. Now Jasinski, another one dug up by the Max. Dons were into that, play continues. Jasinski, another dig. Dietz not going to get there for the second, and the volley finally continues on a furious point there. And the side out keeps the Dons to within 5, 9-14. So Jasinski with the serve on 9-14. Middle hit coming, and that one goes long off of Marley Hughes' hand. Hughes got a little excited there on the middle hit. So Jasinski will serve it again. Her Dons down by 4. Bauman sends it up. The hit coming there from Haley, handled there. Here comes Walker on the right side. Another dig up by the Max. The Max have solved Dorsey Walker here. And this won't be set. Will not be sent over. That really is the story here tonight. The Max have solved Walker. They allow on those digs as they are placed just seemingly perfectly by Coach Kat Hansen, and then able to set up their attack. They lead now by 5, 15-10 in set number 4. Jasinski, Walker one more time, handled by Dietz, and the third comes outside the antenna, I believe. I think we got that call that it was outside the antenna. Destiny Bauman takes a moment to come back to her feet. I don't know if it was she or the ball that hit the post over there, or both, all the above. But she waves off Coach, says she's good to go. Coach Hansen asks her if she wants a timeout. Bauman says, no, I already told you once, Coach, I'm fine. And at this point, even if she is a little dinged up, she just wants to play through it, and keep everything warm and loose, and ice up later tonight. So Summer will serve, 11-15. Sends it right to Bauman. And over it comes now to Rice, and Rice sends it long. Well, all right, they're going to say it was touched at the net, and they're going to give the side out and the point to the Max, as the corner says it was touched. Coach Eagle disagrees. But I'll tell Coach Eagle every time the officials' calls are correct and they're final. So 16-11 now, Dietz serve and into the net. So if you're Coach Eagle, no harm, no foul there. All you did was trade points. I mean, I guess on the one hand, you'd give the Max 1 point closer to the match win, but you just trade points, you get your head back in the game and you go, and Megan Kibble now will serve it. Coach Eagle tells her where to serve it, and Kibble sends it right to Dietz. Dietz over to Haley, and then pushed over by Rice on the third. The middle hit coming from Walker, and did not get it over the net. Foul comes out looking like a penalty flag from Tim Upward in the chair. But no penalty flag, just a towel to mop up the wetness off the leg from Maggie Cracker. Maggie's content with how the floor feels. Tim Upward puts the ball in motion. 17-12 now. It comes off of Ella Haley, and an ace for Haley. And Coach Eagle's got to use a timeout here soon. She looks to Gerald on the bench for a little advice on placement. And off the top of the tape, and then bounces just wide. Almost heartbreak there for the Dons as 19-12, 7-point deficit to come back from, and psychological advantage again with the with that point, but it's not to be. Middle hit from Ortman, and it dances on the tape, and heartbreak does show that time. As the Macs able to ride the tape all the way down and in. So now we are at 19-13. And the set came over the net. It played right away. Now the Dons right back with it. Kibble, though, jousts at the net. And Megan in the way, but they're going to say they're going to say Megan double hit. So we are at mini set point, mini match point, 20, and here comes the timeout from Coach Eagle that we knew was coming. 20-13, it'll be the Max serve when we come back. Yeah, handing the computer, it's frozen here. It's a bugger. All right, back here to Chippewa. The timeout hasn't all the way expired yet. Sometimes when they're ready, they'll force that clock to 0, but everybody's still a little bit in preseason form. There we go. Oh, and out of the timeout, just a miss on the serve altogether. So Coach Eagle, mission accomplished there. Push over at the net, and Jasinski sends it long. And Max are ready for it in the back. Outside, here comes Bauman. Moore able to dig it up. Kibble, back row to Walker, and she's long. Dorsey searching for places to hit the ball. The Max have had her covered. And now 21-14. Max just 4 points away from taking the match here on our high school opener here in Wisconsin tonight. Ortman, though, into the net and gives it right back to Columbus. So 15-21, Jenna Kibble with the serve. Kibble to Bauman, and that'll go down as an unreturned serve. Bauman tried to push that one forward, better serve. And Coach Hansel will tell her tomorrow, just get 2 hands under it and bump it forward. But didn't let her feet put her in position to do that. Just like that. Middle hit from Hughes, and Hughes pushes it back again. Marley Hughes active at the net. Jasinski on the outside. Bauman there on the cover. They'll give it right back to Bauman. Bauman rises and into the net. Didn't get it over. So Don's looking for a comeback here. They trail by 4, 17-21. And Bauman will have to send it from the back. Kibble there. And Walker from the back. Max again ready for the Walker attack. Here comes Bauman, and just long goes Destiny Bauman. (18-21). Don's inching back. There, Bauman had the right idea. Now they give it right back to her. Feed Bauman as she rides the tape and down. So Maggie Cracker now. Cracker ready, levitates, serves, sends it to Moore. And on the second it comes over, and then it'll have to be dug out on that at this time. Heads up play by Marley Hughes. After that dig up on the serve had to be just sent right back over. Hughes punched it right back and forced the Dons into action. Sometimes you got to force the issue, and the issue now is the Macs are 2 points away from a match win here tonight. 23-18. Cracker will serve it. First, though, working on the floor yet again. All right. Tim Church is on the floor. He's happy with the way the floor looks. He retreats back to the scorer's table. Tim upward in the chair says, up you go. And it'll be an ace for Maggie Cracker. And that puts us in match point here in Chippewa. 24-18, match point. Max lead 2-1. Looking for the third and final here. Here's match point off of Cracker. Cracker sends it long. And the Dons survive match point momentarily. It'll be match point number 2 coming up right now. So match point number 2, it'll be MJ with the serve, 19-24. Dietz digs it up in the back. Out with it comes Bauman. Walker briefly blocked at the net, and the Max push it all the way back. Back set by Summers, turn and fire goes Kibble. Max one more time. Out comes Bauman. This would do it, and it is long, and the Dons survive another match point. And they do not. Now they say it was, the corner thought it was touched, and the chair has now called everybody towards him. If this is ruled as a touch, the match is over. And so they will come and talk about it. And I think that the chair might be saying he really didn't think it was touched. He's the closest one to where that action happened. But the four will get together as a team, and they will rule now. And they will rule no touch. All right. So 20-24, it'll be match point number 3. Max still 1 point away from ending the match here tonight. Jasinski sends it long, and that'll do it here from Chippewa as the Max 25-20. And the buzzer sounds. All right. That's a way to officially end it. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. More live sports on Thursday. Got a trio of events for you. It all starts at 4 p.m. for Marshfield Senior High School tennis. And then 2 volleyball matches Thursday night. Columbus hosting Loyal. And Pacelli is hosting somebody. I for the life of me, I do not remember that schedule. But you'll find it all at ZaleskiSports.com. Just go click live sports. And that schedule will be posted tomorrow. And then again, that is all action on Thursday. Again, from here, as we wrap up action from Chippewa, it is McDonell Central 3-1 over the Columbus Dons as they go 26-24, 19-25, 25-21, and 25-20. Jason Zaleski here telling you to have a great night. Highlights coming up late tonight and tomorrow at Zaleski Sports on Facebook. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you. See you later.